Hey, what's up guys? Mike Locke here. Thanks for tuning into this video blog. In this video, I want to talk about an issue that a lot of web designers face, and that's having little resources when we're designing websites, and why we need to start thinking like web design agencies. And what I mean by that is when you look at a web design agency, when they design websites for clients, they charge the clients a lot of money, thousands and thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars, and they go out there and they get the resources that they need in order to complete the project. When freelance web designers, when we go to when we deal with folks that have budgets, small businesses, we tend to go on the cheap side. We try to save money. We go out there and we try to scrap and claw for the little resources that we can get in terms of like photos and stuff like that, and we end up not putting our best foot forward in terms of the work that we can do. And the resources that I really want to point out that a lot of web designers face, or a lot of web designers lack in terms of having these resources, are high quality photos, nice quality fonts, and content, website content. And when you look at web design agencies, a lot of their work, they have really nice quality photos, and many of them, these are photos that are probably done on the custom side. They have photographers come out and they take photos of people or of the shops or products or whatever it may be. And then when you look at their fonts, the fonts that they use for the logos and stuff like that, these are really nice fonts, stuff that you don't get for free on the internet. And the content, they normally have a product marketing manager that develops the content. And what I mean by the content is actually the words, the text that you see on websites. A lot of time, a big thing that a lot of web designers look over is the content. And this is something that I think is the most important part of a website, and I'm going to probably talk about this more in other videos, but it's the content. A lot of people try to design websites without focusing on gathering good content, and so I'm going to touch on that. But so for if you go back to the high quality photos, as web designers, what we got to start doing, we got to start charging our clients for high quality photos. A lot of web designers, I would just say, a lot of web designers are cheap. We always try to get things for free, whether it's free fonts, free photos, and we don't think about paying for them, because we know that we don't want to charge our clients for these things, because they're already on a budget, and they're trying to get a deal on the website, so we don't end up charging them for these type of things, like these resources like fonts and photos. So what we got to start doing is start adding this to the cost of our projects. And so if you go to like iStock Photo and you look at their expensive images, I think they range from around $20 to $40, and these are high quality photos. If you go out there and you pay for one of these photos, this is something that will probably make your website more unique, because not that many web designers are going out there paying for these photos. So if you go out there and you spend $40, let's say you spend $100 just on photography at iStock Photo on some of the high quality stuff. That's not really a lot if you think about it in terms of where agencies spend. They spend probably thousands of dollars on photos. So maybe you go out there and you spend $100 on photos, okay? And then when you think about fonts, yes, you can go to a site called dafont.com and download free fonts and try to find fonts for your logos and stuff like that. But if you spend a little money, like around $20 to $100, you can go to a site called veer.com and look at the font selection that they have, and these are nice quality fonts that you can pay for and download and use for the logos or something like that, okay? And for content, you can always go out on the internet. You can go to do a search on product or content marketing folks, and you can find people that will help you write the content for your websites. You know, sometimes you might have somebody, you might know somebody personally that's really good at marketing that can help you, you know, word things differently and help you help the client word things differently and word things in a certain way and help you gather a lot of the content so that you can have enough resources to actually build a nice website. Because if you build a website with lacking content, it ends up looking like a nice, pretty shell, but without any guts, you know, and it just ends up looking like a nice, a cheesy website. It ends up looking like a website that's really not usable. So if you think about these things that I'm talking about, let's say you spend 500 bucks on, you know, photos, fonts, and paying somebody to help you with the content. That's $500, and you just add that to the bill of the website. So let's say your normal cost is $500. You add that to the cost, it's $1,000. Okay. Let's say you're charging $1,000. You add that to the cost. You know, you bill the client 1,500 bucks, and that's, you want to be upfront about these costs to the client and tell them that you know, this is how you actually get high quality stuff. So if they want to go on the cheap side, tell them, you know what, we can go to the dollar bin in the iStock photo, but some of the photos that we're going to gather there might be used by tons of different websites out on the internet. So if you go cheap, you pretty much get what you pay for, you know. So if you know you're a web designer and you're trying to you want to, you know, up your game a little bit and up your portfolio, spend a little money, you know, go out there and spend $150 on photos and fonts and see what you get. You're going to get nice quality stuff, and you'll start designing websites that look like an agency. I remember the first time that I actually spent some money on a photo, I was like, wow, my website came out that much better because I spent 40 bucks on a high-res photo, you know, versus you know, always looking in the dollar bin and trying to find these cheesy stock photos. So that's how I think if you want to step up your game, you know, you're at a level where you're kind of familiar with website design. I wouldn't recommend this if you're just now starting out, but if you're, you know, you've been doing a few websites and you now want to start bumping up your work a little bit, you know, you might want to look into paying for resources, just how web design agencies do for their clients. Okay, so thanks for checking out this video. Hopefully you learned a little bit from this and you can start applying this to your work. And thanks for watching. Okay, we'll talk soon. Bye.